I may, before we begin, with the court's permission, we'd like to proceed on count one. This offer was made in the context of, it's my understanding from the defendant and Mr. Lewis that his parole officer has gone out and visited him in a TDCJ conviction in this case, which is what we have offered, rather than the 1244 that he requested, will revoke his parole, and so he will have to serve considerably more time on that parole revocation than this amount of time. We're just wanting to put this in place to move the case and allow parole to go ahead and move.
VO, pause right here. This is a quiet but powerful legal chess move. The state isn't just offering a deal, they're leveraging parole. Translation: even a short sentence here could trigger a parole revocation that costs the defendant far more time on the back end. This isn't mercy, it's damage control. The state wants this case off the docket while parole does the heavy lifting. Question for you: would you take a deal knowing it might actually keep you locked up longer?
On their issues.
Okay. I mean, and it's a third, so it couldn't have been unless I could, a 1244 wouldn't have been.
Well, we
an
would have
option.
had to make a big stretch.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And so will Mr. Vincent waive the formal reading of the indictment?
He does, Judge.
And sir, are you Troy Vincent Jr.?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Vincent, in cause number 25 DCCR 0384, the state's elected to proceed on count one only. It alleges you committed the third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle from February 11th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Lewis?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection, Judge.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Vincent is not competent?
No.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty in count 1 of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 2 years in the Institutional Division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, so you waived your right to appeal. I'm also handing you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas.
VO, and just like that, case closed. But don't miss what really happened here. A guilty plea doesn't just mean prison time. It means waived appeals, firearm prohibitions, and for non-citizens, potential deportation. This is the courtroom equivalent of signing a contract you can't undo. The judge methodically checks every legal box, not for drama, but for finality. When you hear freely and voluntarily, that's the system protecting the conviction from future challenges.
Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read that written admonishment I provided you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Lewis. Good luck to you, sir. You can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. We can have Dr. Holmes to try. All right, are you D'Antonio Riggs? And Mr. Riggs is charged with aggravated robbery in cause number 25 DCCR 0975. We had Mr. Riggs evaluated for competency to stand trial. I'm going to take judicial notice of the court's file. It includes the report from Dr. Grapon, which is dated October of 2025. And I'm not sure if I haven't already made this finding. I feel like I would have had a court date since then, but it is and does have the finding in it that Mr. Riggs is competent to stand trial. Is there any other evidence with regard to competency?
Judge, just that I still have some concerns in regards to that matter, especially after speaking with his family on multiple occasions about their interactions with him. When I talked with him, it definitely gives me concerns about moving forward with how we proceed with this matter. I know he's been evaluated before. I would like for someone else to take a look, if that's possible.
Okay. So if you're still having trouble communicating and understanding, the only thing I can do is at this point have someone else take a look. A few months have passed since this was done. There is a history, it appears, with spinal tap as well as hospitalizations at Fannin and in Houston. So obviously there's some history. So I will reset the case. We'll do an order and request an additional evaluation to see if anything's changed since that last one, since it was October, and we'll get Dr. Hamza to take a look at them and see where we are at that point.
Okay.
All right, you can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning. Are you Joshua Smith? Mr. Smith, you're charged with fraudulent use or possession of identifying items 50 or more in cause number 25 DCCR 1439. And Mr. Lewis, what is the announcement?
Judge, after speaking with Mr. Smith and with my client, there is some questions in regards to his criminal history that I think we need to clear up.
Okay.
So I know exactly where we stand on his criminal history moving forward. I think that could affect with the offer of what we possibly on the counter could be looking at.
All right, so I'll just do one normal reset to give you some time to get all that taken care of. Mr. Smith, I'm sure Mr. Lewis will be out there to explain all of that to you. We'll get an announcement at the next court date. You can go back with the bailiff. Troy Vincent.